Hey, good morning, it's Michael. Other than seeing my license plate here, I'm probably gonna change this to NCY store, NCY shop, whichever DMV would probably let me allow. I think it's like $50 annually to renew that custom license plate, so we'll see. I'm looking at the exhaust again, and I don't know, I'm not feeling the lean part anymore today, so I'm gonna go ahead and straighten it up again. And what we're gonna do is, also I'm thinking maybe even putting the bushing back on here. So you can see here, it still looks pretty naked without the bushing. It just looks like a piece of kind of bent wire. With the bushing, it made it look a little bit more fuller. Now, I also figured out I might be able to solve the issue here with this bushing. I could have got the C-clamp directly on here. And then as I got the C-clamp on here, I could tighten this as I tighten the C-clamp down. So it applies pressure to make this go further in. But I'll need another one of those kind of bushing, which I'm not going to salvage the bushing, unfortunately. Maybe I will, who knows. But if I did salvage the bushing, I wouldn't have the bushing for this one, right? So there's probably no need to really mess around with that anymore. So we'll just leave that one alone. So after we get done with this, straighten the muffler out, we're gonna line it perfectly parallel instead of giving the slant. Even though this curvature looks cool and all, but I think the slant part just makes it look a little bit like, I don't know, not perfect in my opinion. So I'd rather have it straight here. And then also from the top view, it's so much easier to look at when it's not slanted like this, you know? So let's go ahead. All we have to do is, we won't have to remove this, I believe. We won't have to go underneath there and remove the exhaust bolts, the two M12. We'll just have to take the Allen bolts and remove this one. And you can see how this one adjusted. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Allen bolts and get these guys relocated properly. So let me go and do that here with limited sunlight here. Try to get you guys in a good angle. Okay, so let me go and bring the Allen socket. I believe this will take the same Allen socket, hex number 6. So let's do that right now while we got this on our view. And then we can go ahead and get ready to Velcro, not Velcro, but apply adhesive on that thing and tie strap it. And even if we're lucky, we'll probably do the ankle biter next, because I really want to sit there. I really want to sit and see how this speaker actually holds up with the new adhesive before I put the cover to cover this. So we'll probably do that maybe the next day over or something like that. Not a big deal, not a big rush on that one. But let's go and get the ankle biter so we can actually get started on correcting our Kickstarter gear. So let me go and get the right socket for this one to drive it. I believe we're gonna need extension maybe. Yeah, we'll probably need extension to clear some stuff. So let's go ahead. Even a long extension will probably even do good. Okay, where are you? All kinds of long ones here. The only one long one I need is this one. And I believe these are the H6 one. Yeah. I really like this hex setup so far. This is really great. Okay. Haven't really sorted out yet to all the tools I want. I'll probably put it on here in all the sockets that, you know, our M8s, our M12 and so forth. If I can fit them all in here, I definitely will do it. But let's go ahead and see. This is the correct socket. Actually, it's too big. Wow. Very too big. I thought it would be the H6, but let's see which one then. Below the H6 we have next. We can jump H5.5. We can go H5 directly. Let's see if it's H5. Yep, H5. There we go. Let's see if H5 and the 5 will do it. See, there's two of them. This one says 5.5. You see there? Or can you? See that? 5. 5.5. And this one's just 5. So the 5 fits. Let's see if the 5.5 will fit. See, this one's just 5. And this one's 5.5. Nico brand. So we have a 5.5. And then we have this one here is a 5. So let me go ahead and check out the 5.5 if it fits more snugger. No, the 5.5 is too big. So it's actually a perfect 5. So I didn't realize they make 5.5. 2.5 as well, they have. So 2.5 and 5.5 are the next odd ones. So there we go. This one will fit. So let's go ahead and loosen that up. And actually, we have to loosen this up too, for us, I believe, for us to either turn maybe or what. Let's see if I can just loosen this up and see how much free play I can have. Because the idea is, since this is already leaned this way or V-shaped out this way, I need to push it in more, right? So let's go and see just by taking this off first. If we need, well, we actually have to loosen this up anyway. The reason why is this one takes a full 6 for sure. The reason why is we actually have to twist it, right? In order to twist it, we need to loosen this up and get the bushing. So remember, we're going to put a bushing back in here. I decided to go ahead and put that rubber bushing back on there just because I think it just looks naked without it. Now, mind you, where is that rubber bushing that we made for ourselves? This should be somewhere here in the box, so I'll have to find it as soon as I get this screwed out. Let's see here. I know I put blue Loctite on this already, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to get to. Let's see. There's gonna be 4 of them, 2 on each side, 1 in the back, just like the same. And then we're gonna put our ankle biter on there after we tie strap our wires and everything neatly. You can probably loosen it. I'm gonna loosen it evenly though. So what I'm gonna do is go through a star pattern, because there's one right underneath here as well. So I gotta get that guy loosened. Zoom a little bit. There we go. Kind of dark, huh? Really can't see much, but he's on the other side right there. Lucky for this long extension here. Able to show you guys. Okay, come on. Lift it loosey. And this does vibrate a lot, but even with that stabilizing to the frame, it's not really going anywhere. But we just don't want the Allen bolts to vibrate and loose off and fall off. That's the purpose of that. And it also keeps the compression here tight. There is no gasket between this muffler and this pipe, this exhaust pipe. I did try to put what I thought was the gasket for it was a little bit intruding out, but it turned out to be actually for the tip gasket, which was right here, the one that actually secures the tip from wobbling. Because if you didn't have a gasket around inside here, there was a gasket inside. Actually, I didn't realize it was a perfectly big round one, just enough to actually put this guy in here so he won't jigger like this. And then when you put the Allen bolts to secure this cap right here. Well, I took that gasket and I put it here, and it was exposing a little bit outward, right? So I thought, oh man, that was weird. I was wondering what that little tip was for. I thought it was for a silencer setup, but it actually was to complete the muffler tip. So I didn't realize that until afterwards. So this one's loosened already. Let's go ahead and loosen this guy here. Early morning dogs. Alright, this guy's getting loose. Loosey-goosey here. Okay. So we're loosening up in sort of a star pattern. So I almost couldn't even pull it out. There we go. Wait. Wrong one. I picked up the one that I was going to get ready to start unbolting this guy right here. Okay, so let's put this one back here, this 5. Yeah, it'd be much harder to do with just the elbow socket. I believe it should be pretty loose now. This should be able to... I might have to loosen quite a bit, I don't know. But we have to loosen again anyway to take out, what do you call that, to put our blue Loctite anyway, so we can take them all out. Okay, get this guy some more in here. Don't want to really scrape. I think they're pretty loose. I could probably turn them by hand. So here we go, I'm just grabbing by hand. I cut my nails so you guys don't have to deal with the... I'm not trying to pedicure or anything like that, but I just don't like a little dirt in my nails for too long. You can see some of that enamel paint still on my, some of my skin still. But every shower it looks like it's coming off, so I'm not worried about it. Then you guys can know if I took a shower or not. There we go. Try to take it every morning. Alright, this one looks like it's feeling the force of all the other bolts or not. So we'll go put our socket back in. Yeah, this one's probably the last to be relieved, probably. That's why the first one tugged and then it got tighter because everything else is dependent on this one guy. Okay, and this could actually ride back if it falls all loose, so we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and just use. Sometimes it's nice just to be able to twist off by hand. This one should be fully loose. You can see some of the cement is coming off. That's from the blue Loctite hardening. See the blue Loctite? See how it looks like when it's hardened, just fresh. It's kind of a little cement color. See that? That's a little bit of blue Loctite for you. So we'll clean off all the old blue Loctite off of it, and then we'll just scrape it off with some, you know, Scotch-Brite to the rescue again, and then we'll go ahead and reapply a new fresh drip, and then poke it back in there. See, this all had blue Loctite on there. So everything's pretty much very new. I mean, when the first scooter started with the PWK carb, I was very impressed how it smoothly went. Oh, this one actually, oh, they all have a washer actually. I mean, a lock washer. I guess just to prevent it from backing out on its own. So that was a good deal. I didn't realize I put a lock washer in there as well. All right, so there we go. It's spinning out. There we go. Look, see? That's how it comes off. You can see here, it pretty much goes in any direction at once. Well, not any direction, but close enough. So we got all 4 bolts here, including right there. So we'll keep them there for a second. And then we can actually twist this. See, we can't even move this. This is how much this thing actually puts pressure in stabilizing this for us. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'll try to blow all the blue Loctite out of this. All right, there we go. Okay, now what we're going to do is loosen this guy up because we need to get to him as well. So let's go ahead and leave this Allen bolt over there with the pack that it needs to screw back in anyway. And let's grab this new Allen bolt here. We really can use this long extension, not really. All right, so let's loosen this guy. We're gonna have to loosen him pretty much almost all the way. Oh man, he is tight. Okay, so let me go ahead and put the tripod on the stand real quick and continue from trying to get him loosey-goosey. Let's see if I can come this way, you get better lighting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just want to put the bushing back in there. I haven't found the bushing yet. Not sure where I placed it, but I'm sure I'll find it somewhere. Oh, you hear that snap? Yeah, I just didn't like the little, just metal naked look. And not only that, I just didn't like the way this actually was more like a, you know, curving turn. So we're going to go and correct all that. At the same time, put the bushing back in. Okay. Okay, before I take it all the way out, let's go find that bushing, will you? We gotta get that bushing ready to go. We're not gonna waste too much time trying to get. I might. There you go. I put the bushing right in here. I always usually like to put things back in this appropriate area. Now, again, I would have. I mean, this is a pretty badass bushing, also. You know, what do you think? Go for this bushing, or just keep it within this little small lighter one? I'd probably go lighter. Lighter the better. Less weight we could put on any of our bolts or engine, unless it's, you know, dealing with roller weights. Then you're not trying to get heavy torque on a bike. You're trying to get it on the variator. So let's go ahead and get this guy out. Oh boy, you gotta be really careful because he's gonna come completely off like this. See that? So let's check him out. Let's see what the end result is after we all right, screw this over. Clean that up real nice. Look at that carb buildup. Easily, huh? Okay, so let's go and slide this out and see how our... Not bad, huh? It didn't really leave a mark. You can see there, it's trying to penetrate. It's almost getting pretty close to our area, but you know, look at it, it's very clean still. I don't feel any indent here. Let's see this one. Nope, not too bad. So there it is. This is where all the little lines are. So let me go and get a clean rag here. A clean rag. Try to get a really clean rag. Go and wipe a little bit of this guy. Look at this. These are all that dark carb buildup right there. Isn't that pretty nasty? I mean, I could take, well, you know what? I could take an old shop rag or just any shop rag right now. Let me clean the inside of it just a little bit. Let me go and just kind of pull this guy so it won't be dangling. We can clean a little bit on the inside here. And you can see also the carb straight shot here. Look how much carb that is right there. That's why you can't see anymore, because the That's what the carb builds up really quickly on their cylinder head. Look at that, it's pitch black. Now you can see me scrape it off. You're gonna see big difference in color in just a second here. Let me go get try to reach over, try to get a shop rag, but I can't. Just real quick. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna split this in half, okay? We're gonna clean half of it with this guy. And then we're gonna go get the other half of this guy. Watch, wipe out all that carb buildup. Couldn't even vacuum it, look at that. See a little bit of the actual natural, what do you call that, 007I. It's coming back. That's actually, see on the other side that I didn't wipe yet. Look how bad that is. Yep, that's our carb buildup. But yeah, I believe inside they're like fiber and stuff, so I'm afraid to soak it in gasoline or anything like that. I don't want to damage the fiber. I'm sure some good carb cleaner probably help you exhaust it out. Maybe that's what we could do. We could spray some carb cleaner in there. Just let it rest for a little bit. We can always vacuum it out. Yep. Speaking of vacuum, let's go ahead and put the vacuum on there and see how much more we can get out. So there you go. Alright, so see how this one is in that funnel area. Look at that. Ugh. What I'll do is I'll get a vacuum to it right now, and let's see how much we can actually vacuum out, right? So let me go and do that. This might be the suction one. This is the blower one. Got to put it on the other side. Suction one on here. Okay, so we got our vacuum here. We go and start sucking out. Bring in the hose. Okay, here we go. Turn it on. Whatever's in there is sucking it out. There for a second. We're going to do sucking out right here. All the vacuum. Pretty soft. Just suck this out here. Gotta block the other one. We'll have to put a tissue on the other end. We'll stuff this. Probably better like a bag. See if I can get a bag. Bag or a plastic glove that's not as oil sealed. It's hard to really get out there without scrubbing. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah, it's hard to really vacuum it out there without actually scrubbing scrubbing it more. So that's good. We did the best we can on that one. We could spray it again with a little bit of hard cleaner. That usually helps. Makes it even easier. If you want to use some of this stuff here, we can do that. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take it out and spray it outside. That way we don't get the fumes in here. So let me go and do that. Bring a chair. A little trusty small chair here. Just gonna bring that guy here, give him a little wipe down. Get some of this fake grass, I guess. Anything to make sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Give him a spray. Oh. Remember again, this was the thing that helped us take up our enamel paint off of our surfaces. So it would be no problem at all for it to, you know, do its thing and take out all the, a little bit of this carb stuff off of here. All right, we're just gonna do our best we can. Dries really fast, so you have all these little vent holes there. I just don't want to get like a whole bunch of lint in here. That's the problem. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get this vacuum as well. And let's go and give another quick spray onto our exhaust pipe here. All right, there we go. Let's give it a little rub off. Look at that. Almost comes a little bit better off. Sorry, you can't see it. All right. Look at that. Nice. It's not new as we had it, but it's still much better than that dark pit we had earlier, right? Alright, so yeah, this doesn't need a gasket. I guess it just closes up. Notice we did get a little bit of that carb buildup on the outside, so that does tell me there's a little bit of leak coming from the exhaust pipe to the muffler ends. But I guess it's not a big deal. These are just open flow exhausts. You know, you can almost run the bike just like this, really, if you don't care for the sound and the loudness. Okay. All right, there we go. We gave it a nice clean job. Let's go put this one back and let's do a final suction back and mount back our muffler. Where does this guy go? All kinds of chemicals. Okay, let's go ahead and suck it back. Turn on the vacuum. Kind of stuff it, but that's fine. We'll give it a high five. Stuff. Little handheld there. Give it back. Keep there for a couple minutes. Alright. That's good. I'll cover this side with my hand here. Go the other way. I feel like that movie Alien. Not that strong. So a little bit funny though. Alright, let's get over here. Oh, come on. This way to get the carb cleaner out of there. There we go. It's there for about a minute. Should be good. Check everything out. Last minute. They're Loctite. Hopefully that'll get it out right there. Cool, we got that turned off. All right, now it's ready to go ahead and put everything back here to play. Get this thing mounted back in the position that we like and with the proper round bushing that we wanted. So let's do this. So we're going to take this guy back off. I mean, this does look pretty cool. It looks a little heavier duty. This one's lighter, so I'm going to stick with lighter. Look at that. Yep, so we're just going to have to get this threaded out. There we go. I think maybe this is what's causing it to turn around easily, because really nothing is holding it back. I think this rubber here did play a part in holding it back like this. So we'll see. I mean, this does look pretty cool like this. We might, I don't know. Well, let's look at this. This is just a straight bullet. If we do decide to use this one, we can actually save this to use as a filler for our next bushing set. And this actually will work perfectly because it's actually, I believe this is smaller than this one. Yeah, definitely smaller. See here, it's shorter. So this is like almost a good 1/2 millimeter, a little bit more in the extension bullet here. This does give it a little more extension, but not what we really need. So let's go and poke this in and pop that out. There we go. Look at that, easy replacement, like a magic hat trick. Okay, so we'll put this guy back in. We'll leave this as for whatever spare we need it for. Maybe even to drive a bushing out or something, this might be a good thing because it can actually fit. Okay, so we're going to put this guy back in here. It doesn't really matter. He's bi-directional, the same. Looks the same to me. But this one, we definitely do matter. We want to make sure the clean side's facing us. And then the RA dentist side facing back the little bolt here that's causing it. So far, no scratches on this guy. Look at that. He's clean. Guess that's why it's $7, huh? That's not including shipping either. Shipping was another $7. It was like $14 just to get him over here. I bought two, so it was luckily the same price for shipping. I didn't think they'll kind of charge me twice as the shipping for the same exact item. Okay, so we're gonna feed this guy back in here. And oh, this is gonna be a little trickier now because we actually almost have to keep it loosened and then bolt at the same time because we need to bring this further in, smack on this guy. I'm glad we were able to get in there and actually clean this guy anyway. So every time we take something off, we try to improve on it better and better. So we just don't, just the purpose of redoing everything that we did. Okay, so let's go and get our blue Loctite ready. Our never-ending blue Loctite. Right there. Now I was going to go and get a little scrubber here. Put a dabble of him right now. Oh, damn, he just came right out. He's like, I'm ready to play. Yeah, he just came right out. I'm not sure it's just a condensation, so let me make sure of that. So I just put enough here, get it in there. Okay, the other one we gotta get ready too. Let's go ahead and give it a clean down. All those little brackets here. I was gonna go get that little. That's right there. Okay, let's go and get that little scrubber Scotch-Brite for every use here. I think we should be able to finish this once, just one scooter setup with that one Scotch-Brite. We could put this guy back hanged up. Here's my old helmet, which I kind of like better, to be honest with you. They're not the safest though, but it's just like a, what do you call that? Not a full face helmet, but you know, just a face shield, half dome helmet, I guess you could call it. But it's so much more comfortable riding that, only because I don't have the cheek pads on there. Like I said, you know, anything loose, light is always preferably, but not always the best for safety use. So let's get this one, it's fine. A little bit more flexi-bend. Okay. Clean this guy back off. Put this guy back in. Oh, look at that. I had like 3 of them, really. Wow. I didn't realize I had that many out there. There's 3 of him, but not another one of those guys, or else I would fix that other rolling ones. But that's okay. That one doesn't seem, and we don't even know what's going to happen with the ankle biter yet. So we'll see. Once we actually put it with the ankle biter, we'll see if that's going to still have a problem there. So what I'll do is I'll take this. That way I can hold on to this while I clean it. Just kind of give it a good dry, or facing a certain direction where there's more Scotch-Brite material. Come on. Okay, then let's give it a good turn like I'm driving it in there or something. Just trying to clean it out. There we go. Not bad. Getting remove some of the old blue Loctite. Hate having to redo our work, but if that's what it takes, we'll do what we need to take. Okay, 2 down, 2 more to go. Okay, 1 more. We'll put back his lock washer and get them preset in there with our blue Loctite. Okay, so those guys are all clean, ready to go. And let's go and swing this over, and let's go ahead and get our muffler on there. So that's the main idea here, is get this guy back onto this guy. There's blue Loctite in there already now. So we can we'll make sure we'll bring this guy back up. Clean any little leftover residue. I should have cleaned this guy too. It's bi-directional, it'll go anyway. We can spike it this way or spike it this way. Just really doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go and get our exhaust. Come back from around, grab this guy. All right, so this is going to be a little tricky. We could probably, I don't know, keep this guy. It's almost like we can't just mount him yet. We actually asked to, maybe we can mount him. Let's see. Where's his bushing? His bushing just rolled out probably. Okay, let me. Go grab his bushing somewhere. Put this one back. Get all these guys ready. All these components are just rolling. Where'd the bushing go? Huh. Did it rolled out here and land in there in the cracks? Oh, there it is, look. Always goes. Plays hide and seek. It's like a magic trick. How do they go from here all the way to the other side of my leg? Alright. Okay, so I'll back it out a little bit, that way you can see the whole view. Okay, so get the bushing prepped up, ready. There you go, pop them in there. Actually, I even cleaned the stud on this guy too, huh? It needs to be cleaned just as much as the other one, right? It's harder to take him back off this thing. So what I'll do is I'll try to just clean him while he's on here like this. Okay, where's my little scrubber? There we are. And I also want to make sure that this rubber here are relaxed and they're not stretched out of their way, because sometimes when you force them to flex a certain way, they will stretch out of their way. So again, this part right here, it's going in the back of this because it's the open slit, and also has the little indent here for this bolt here to re-hit back. Okay, so let's go and put now our bushing. Drop that guy back in. Wouldn't be a bad idea to have that little smaller bushing extra for extra thing, but not really necessary. Alright, so let's go ahead and thread this a little bit.
So that way he digs into this sheet. Now we're not gonna tighten them all the way in, we're just gonna keep them there to hold everything. Okay, there we go. It's gonna be tricky now since we don't have any back support from the other one. That's okay. All right, that means we can lift as high as we want to, or flex this muffler any way we want to. There we go. I can almost turn it by hand, which I plan to do until I feel like it's too tight. It's like attaching a bazooka. Not that I know what attaching a bazooka would be like. Okay, so now we can go ahead and adjust this to our liking. We might start maybe flexing it the way we want it to. See, there it goes. See, I'm able to turn now. And then when we do turn it, I think it's not going to really... Okay, so we can come back out here and really see how straight it is before we actually start fixating the back part. But then again, we have to also keep in mind that looks so much better, but it's still kind of tinted slight ways. It's not going to give accurate representation yet, so we need to twist it a little bit more. Not only do we got to twist it a little more, we need to push it all the way back here, because these guys are not going to be able to grip it. These guys are coming like the long ways like this, and they're not going to be able to see how much offset they are. So yeah, we'll still need to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to... I guess it is straight, or somewhat. There we go. Turning this guy in. There we go. Now he's coming back here where he should.